The Elon Musk shared a video on Twitter with title of Starship Launch and Catch Tower. In that video, our catching arms have reached the necessary height to stack a ship on top of a booster. It seems like glitch in the Matrix. SpaceX fired up each arm main hydraulic actuator and opened them about as wide as they are able to move. It also seemed completed free of its scaffolding. This is because last week SpaceX finally began motility testing of the system. We saw them completely open up the arms, which of course will be the position that the arms take up just before catching a booster, whereupon it will slam them close together again to take the weight of the Super Heavy. SpaceX also did a very brief test of the cable system that moves the arms up and down the tower. It didn't move by very much since this is only a preliminary test. So provided there were no anomalies during this, we would expect to see the team begin moving the arms further and further up and down the tower until we see the whole thing scaled when it comes to the actual vehicles themselves. Ship 20 Booster 4 and of course all the other in development builds. Not a lot of stuff has happened since last week. The first arm was installed in late August of 2021, which was a lone structure designed to swing and hop and stabilize Super Heavy with its claw fuel and power Starship and quickly detach and swing away from the rocket during launch. A month and a half later, Space began installing a much larger pair of more complex arms in mid-October. Unlike the Starship Quick Disconnect arm, the pair of arms that followed were almost unlike anything built as part of another rocket launch complex. Aside from the other arms related to other rocket launch facilities, the pair SpaceX began to install on Starbase Launch Tower were colossal, measuring more than 30 meters or over 100 feet long and 5 to 10 meters or 15 to 30 feet tall, built out of heavy-duty steel pipe and affixed to an even sturdier pair of claw-like supports that grab onto the launch tower. The combined assembly likely weighs hundreds of tons. Aside from their sheer scale, Starbase main tower arms are also attached to a complex system of cables and an industrial-strength drawworks commonly used on giant oil rigs and derricks. They also feature huge actuators that allow the two arms to open and close, revealing a bit of their purpose. While the main reason they likely exist is to provide SpaceX with an all-weather alternative to cranes for lifting, manipulating and precisely stacking starships and Super Heavy boosters on the launch pad.